Welcome to Jefferson College Library. I'd like to tell you about our Library Reimagined project and some ideas that might help you in your library. This library project showcases what I think is best about libraries, and that's the way we connect. We connect to other libraries to bring our communities more resources. We share ideas very openly and with wonderful results, as you can see, and we connect our communities to the bigger world. And I think that this project did all of that. We informed the process by bringing a lot of data to it, but then we also use the real stories of the people in our community who need our services, whether it's high-speed internet or access to printed materials, the historical archives, or federal government documents. I think that this library shows we're able to bring all of those things to our community in a way that's scaled to our size and appropriate to our mission. College Library is unique for a few reasons. We have a historical archives collection, which we'll take a look at in a minute. We are a government documents library. We're part of the FDLP. And we also serve as a public library for our local community because there's not one. In June, we held a public event celebrating the Apollo mission and had our telescopes out and showed the PBS series Chasing the Moon preview and invited the community to talk about their moon memories. That's one way that we're different than other academic libraries. The Jefferson County History Center and Archives is unique for a community college. We have documents that date back to the 1790s, and we have worked with partners at the Secretary of State's office, the Missouri History Museum, on digitizing parts of our collection. We have probate records, circuit court records. We have visitors from around the country who come to use these resources, and it is one of the things that makes our library unique.
We had a lot of the study rooms already planned, how we were going to utilize them and the scheduling of the rooms. But once we moved in, we saw that the interest was a little different than we planned. There was a lot more call for collaborative, on the collaborative floor for spaces for students to get together and work together. And this is one of our most used rooms. It holds 15, and this is more of a meeting room. This is one of our most popular study rooms, and this one has no real technology, but this beautiful space. We took time in planning the landscaping. It's all native flowers and plants. We also found, once we moved into the new library, that beyond the requests for the time differences, we also found that the busiest time for our study rooms was between 10 and 2 every day, and Friday was our busiest day, and Tuesday.
So we made sure we started early in the planning process, just to make sure we had plenty of time to work out any issues and make sure that we were very thorough and very careful with the planning process. Made sure to involve all of our staff members, the different areas they worked in, to see what kind of issues we had in those spaces, what could be corrected during the remodel. Focus groups with faculty, staff, community members to find out what was and wasn't working in the old space, what they would like to see in the new space. We did a lot of pop-up surveys in the space with easels, different photos, and big notepads so people can just, as they're passing through, make a tick mark for what colors they preferred, which furniture styles they liked. Even initially in the planning process, when they brought us some renderings, we had initially 2 different ones.
The importance of assessment can't be overemphasized. Even if you are not planning a remodel, we were not. We were told we were getting a remodel quite out of the blue, but we had a decade of data that we were able to draw from that showed us how our spaces were being used, what improvements students wanted. We were keeping up with the trends, and so we were able to bring all of that data and show it to decision makers and make our case for improved spaces for students. So I encourage, no matter who the library is, everyone to collect that data and use it to improve your spaces in any ways that you're able to right at this moment. We used ACRL's project outcome field test to do our initial assessments, and I think our community has said that we succeeded in delivering the outcomes that we were hoping for.